Hello everyone. So if you want to try Linux, the easiest way, if you're on Windows of course, you can do this directly within Windows without affecting your operating system. Why would you do that? Well, maybe you don't know what kind of Linux you want and you want to install it first on a VitualBox, like the one that's here. It's a powerful open source virtualization system. And the way this works, basically you install it as it says, like a VitualBox, separating from your system. So it won't affect your Windows, but you'll still be able to use the Linux version fully. So the way you would go about it is, first you go to this website, VitualBox, you download the VitualBox, and you go for Windows host, or if you're on macOS, if you want to install it, you can do like that as well. So that's no problem. It even works for Linux. So you would download this one. Once this is downloaded, you will go and install this one, VitualBox. In case if it's complaining about not having the latest Microsoft Visual C++ distributable version, just go to this website here, or just simply search online for Microsoft Visual C++ redistributable version. Then install x86 if you're on 32-bit machine, or x64 if you're on 64-bit machine. Does it matter? Well, you can just install this one and it should work mostly in both of the cases, but if you don't know what kind of machine you have, that's no problem. Just you can install this one and it should work. So anyway, which this reminds me of something. If you right click on this PC, you go to properties, it should say pretty much in here what kind of a version of operating system you have. In my case it's 64 bits, so you can do that and you'll see if it's 32 or 64. So then you'd know exactly what you need. Then you install that package, and then you would start the VitualBox machine. But before you can use it, you need to choose a operating system Linux version that you want to use. In my case, I'm just going to use Fedora, but you can download any kind of other operating system. So the way you do this with Fedora, you go here, download now, and then it will give you these options, like if you want to create a USB stick, if you actually install directly, but in this case we just want an ISO file. So just download this one, right? I already downloaded this file, which is this one here. In case if, let's see, we want to view the extensions as well, so it's going to be a .iso file. Now the way you go about it, I said you open this application, which is VitualBox Manager, after it's installed. Then you would add, I'm sorry, create new, my bad. Just put a name, let's say Fedora Test Linux. You can select here where you want the folder, it's up to you, where this is going to get installed. Now the ISO image, you would require that. Under location, you select wherever the location of the downloaded ISO file it is. You select the ISO file, open it, and then it's pretty much finished. Before you start it, you just right click and do some settings. In here, what I would advise is, depending on your machine, it's best to give it about at least 4 GB of RAM. In here, in my case, I have plenty more, so I can give it about 8. So I'm all good, or even 16 if I want. But I'll just stop at 8. That's good enough for me. Do I want to boot order? You don't need to change anything in here, that's okay. Processor, in case if you have multiple CPUs, you can go about and go to how many you want. I'm just gonna leave to 16 in my case, and that's pretty much it. Just click OK and you're done. Now with this you can simply click start, and it's going to create a virtual machine for you. Just going to close this. So you should see something like this, and then you select what do you want to start with. Basically start a Fedora or test this media, whatever you want to. I can just say, you know, start Fedora or test media and start Fedora. So I just want to test it. I don't want to fully install it for the moment. In my case, it's just gonna take a bit because I'm running this in another virtual machine, as I probably mentioned or not. So basically I'm running Windows on Linux in a virtual machine, so I can run another Linux virtual machine within that Windows session. The wonders of technology, right? It's gonna say some things like, hey, I'm gonna capture the mouse, so don't worry about that. If you want to escape from this window, you just press Ctrl Alt, and then it should take you out of the window. If you want to go back to the window, just, you know, move your mouse back and click inside it. It should be good to go. So what happens now is that the VitualBox is starting the operating system, and now it's running the initial setup of the system. So you can see it's doing some checkup. On your machine is going to be a lot faster than on mine at this point in time, because I said I'm running in a virtual machine environment which runs Windows 10, and then I'm running another virtual machine so I can run the Linux. Yeah, I'm repeating myself, I know, but we're not while we're waiting. So in this manner, you'll be able to maybe download, I don't know, Linux Kaki OS or Linux Zorin OS or Ubuntu, whatever you want. And you could run multiple virtual machines, that's no problem. You can install how many you want. You can delete them, reinstall them. It's not gonna affect your Windows because it's completely separated from the virtual machines. Actually, the virtual machines are completely separated from your Windows installation, so nothing bad can happen there. So let's wait a bit for this to run up. Okay, we can make this box a bit larger. And there you go. You can either choose the install and go ahead with it, or just test the machine, so see how this works. You can see it has some applications. You can fool around with the applications. There's no problem. You can open something like clocks, so you can see it works. You can test the software a bit before you do anything else. So that's cool. Works. If you are convinced you want to install it, you just go here. It's gonna present you with the installation options, and again, move forward with whatever you want to do. It's either installing or just use to test. So that's pretty much it on how you do things with this operating system. Go ahead, test some more, see how this works, and enjoy installing Linux on your Windows. So basically you can test any kind of version you want to. I'm gonna do another video and show you how you install multiple Linux versions, just to get you out of your comfort zone, because sometimes things can get a bit more complicated in asking you multiple things, but in general it should be pretty much straightforward, especially if you go for systems like Ubuntu, Zorin OS, Fedora, which it's almost like installing Windows. It's literally that easy. Actually, funny as it is, it's far more easier to install Fedora than to install Linux. in my opinion. Go ahead, test some more, and come back and see newer videos that I'm going to do whenever you like. I'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you.